Hey y'all, welcome back to Mrs. Lynn's Cooking. Today we are going to make a Roadrunner chicken. And what you're going to need is some sort of spray. It doesn't have to be Pam, but any type of oil. You're also going to need 1 can of green chili sauce or enchilada sauce and 1 small can of the diced green chilies. I've purchased the refried beans that have jalapeno in them, but you can use the regular. That's just fine. We're also going to do our chili powder with our ground cayenne pepper and taco seasoning. The reason I have these chili powder is because for some reason my taco seasoning is really super mild. It needs a little bit more kick. Then I've got 2 chicken breasts that I've cut up in half and butterflied them. That way they cook a little bit faster. I have 1 jalapeno. And then we're also going to use our triple cheddar cheese. And we're going to bake this on 350 in a 9 by 13 glass pan. Okay, what we've done already, like I said, I've cut up my chicken. I butterflied it because it's 2 big breasts. Then I've taken 2 of my jalapenos and just sliced them up. If you want them hot, leave the seeds. If you don't want it hot, take the seeds out. That's all the difference is. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with our cooking spray. And I'm going to spray it down really good so that it doesn't stick. So, because after that, whoops, excuse me. Oops, I made a mess in the kitchen. I'm good at this. Because what we're going to do first is we're going to put our jalapeno refried beans in here. So bear with me while I try to get them out of this can. One of these days I will learn how to get it out a lot easier, if we're lucky. And yeah. Just bear with me, people. And yeah, this does have some nice looking jalapenos in it. It looks pretty good. Because this is the simplest thing that you're ever going to make. And it's really super tasty. And also, I forgot to tell you, please make sure you turn your oven on 350 before you do it. So, let me get this other can in here. And you'll have some refried beans left over. If you don't want to, then don't. But they do taste better the next day. After you warm it up, and you can use it as a dip as well. So, and that's what we're going to do with if we have leftovers. So, set that in there. And we're going to take and put refried beans in the bottom of our dish. And just try to spread them out as evenly as you possibly can. And we all know, it will level itself out once it gets hot. So, get this done best we can, and we'll turn it around. And that's the reason that you're going to spray your pan, is so that you make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of it when it gets through. Because all the cheese you're going to end up putting in this, you're going to need it. Okay? So, and then what I normally do next is I'm going to take and I'm going to sprinkle some of my weak taco seasoning on here. So bear with me while I do that, because I'm going to do it in layers. And like I said, this stuff is so light, I don't remember it being this light. So I'm going to do it twice on here. So we'll just sprinkle our taco seasoning over our beans. Then I'm going to come in with my chili powder, and I'm going to do a light dusting of it. And we're not measuring any of this. Just do it to your preference. I know normally I tell you how many of cups or whatever you need. Just do it to your preference, okay? Now I'm going to come in. You do not have to use cayenne pepper, but if you like it, use it. So, and we're going to do a light dusting of the cayenne over it. And at this point, leave these to the side. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chicken. Okay, we're going to take our chicken, just bear with me, I'm just going to use my fingers. We're going to lay our chicken out, just like so. As soon as I can get this stuff up. And you're just going to get it in there the best way you possibly can. But Just put it all in there because you're going to end up covering this up with all your good looking juices of your chili sauces and enchilada sauces and everything else. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Let me grab a rag. Okay, now what we're going to do, again, like I said, is I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more of my taco over it. I'm doing a heavy dose of it because, like I said, it's not really that much taco seasoning taste to me. Maybe it's just my taste buds. Okay, and then I'm going to come back in with my chili powder over the top of it. Okay. And then I'm going to come back over it with a little bit of cayenne as well. But I'm not doing a thick of it. I'm just going to do it kind of thin on top. Now at this point, you are going to take your green enchilada sauce. Okay, some people like red. I like the green better. To me, it gives it a little bit better flavor. And we're just going to pour this over everything. Okay, just like so. Now, we've got that done. Now, we're going to take our diced green chilies and we're going to spoon these in over the top the best you can. Like I said, it's just going to end up marrying all together anyhow. So, and you're going to use the entire can. And this can, I will tell you in just a second how many ounces this one is. This one is actually a 4-ounce can. So, I'm going to do just like so. Okay, now, next, I'm going to take and I'm going to put my jalapenos. I've got them with all the seeds still in them. It gives it a little bit of a bite, but that's what we want. That's what my family likes, is the spicy. So we're just going to place these in here on them, just like so. So, I mean, this is the easiest recipe I think I've ever seen. And it's really good. Everybody's got different recipes. This one's really good, especially if you like a Tex-Mex dinner. So, and we're just going to put our jalapenos. And like I said, if you want more jalapenos, add them. If you want less, then, you know, put less. But just, I would normally just, whatever your preference is. And then at this point, I'm going to take, I have triple cheddar cheese. And what we're going to do, because you're going to need some aluminum foil too, so that we can cover this up to put it in the oven. And then we're going to take, we're going to spread this entire bag of the cheddar cheese over the top. And then as you cook this stuff, it's just going to melt right into it. So, and you don't have to be fancy with it. Just do it to where you think you can pretty much get an even coat of it for everything. Just like so. Okay. Now I'm going to take, excuse me, I'm going to now take my aluminum foil and I'm just going to put it over the top, because you're going to bake this in the oven like on 350 for right about, well, I did the butterflied chicken, so I'm going to say this one's going to go in 350, I'm going to say 25 to 30 minutes depending on your oven. Just check it. Okay, and then once this comes out, then we're going to have to take the foil off and we'll brown it up. So we will be back as soon as this comes out of the oven. Okay, I have pulled my Roadrunner chicken out of the oven now. I'm going to pull off this aluminum foil. You can see everything's melted and it's kind of going together. So I'm going to stick this back in the oven, which is on 350, for about 10 minutes to brown it up, and then we'll be right back. Okay, it took this 15 minutes, not 10, to brown the cheese because there was so much here. Now it's ready. I made some yellow rice to go with it. So I'm going to scoop some out. I'm going to feel around here for my breast because I got so many in here. That's a pretty big piece. Oops, and it's full. If you could just bear with me. It's going to be a little soupy. That's okay. And then normally what I do is I do a little bit of that. Excuse me. And then I'm going to do a little bit of my yellow rice. It's just yellow rice. Put it on the side. And then you have extra jalapeños if you want those. And if you like scallions, I just had some extras. I'm just going to take a few scallions and put it over the top to give it a little bit of greenery. And this is a meal that you can cook, and then it is going to literally stick with you. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe.